Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of On the Back Hash.
Yay!
We're the 30 seconds before this.
Boy, howdy.
Who is it first?
Oh, man.
Hey, I'm joined with Chris, Zach, and Will's back.
The newest chopped Victor.
Yeah.
Hercules.
What was in your basket? What was in your basket on that episode?
Yes.
Stop.
Please inform us.
I had to deal with some kind of lime ice cream with oxtail and pre-made mashed potatoes.
This man.
Oxtail.
Oxtail.
For dessert.
Oh, man.
Well, glad you came back victorious, I think.
I didn't eat it,
Yeah, well,
as you see, so I survived.
He won because he killed everyone.
That's what it was. Actually, turned into a Squid Game. It was crazy. It was wild.
I need to watch that second one.
That's good.
Yeah, I do too.
I didn't watch the first.
So good.
I waited for all
all
the seasons to be done.
The third season is supposed to come out, I think, mid-July, I think.
Uh-oh.
Maybe? I don't know. That and Stranger Things are like in the same ballpark area of time.
They need to push.
Stranger Things
They
is
need to
until
push theirs
November.
back and wait until Stranger Things, if that's the case.
Well, they're going to drop one episode and wait another 6 years and then drop the second one.
So they're doing it in two parts. Like, they're going to do the first part, like, around Thanksgiving-ish or Halloween-ish, and then the next part's around Christmas or New Year's.
What are we doing? I tell you, man, I hate TV structure nowadays. What happened to you're getting 24 episodes and they're going on back to back to back to back. Not this, hey, here's 4 episodes. And then you're going to have to wait 6 months to get 2 more. And then wait 3 years for the new season.
And where are the plumes?
Where are the plumes? Why do you have so many valves? There's too many valves on the field.
I have no words.
I don't know.
What is this?
new to
Show?
me.
What are we doing right now? What is this? On the back hash? Okay.
Because I'm used to TV where you get an episode a week and you just happy with it.
Once a week. TGIF.
That's what I
Yeah.
want.
Come on now.
But I want that. I crave that. I don't want but you got like 24 episodes, like not this 4 episodes and then you're done.
It's like they trying to stay relevant as best as they can. All right.
What is this?
Let it happen. Let it happen.
We paused this segment for hairball offense.
Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah. Let him use you.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. We're off the rails right now. While Sid's sitting there, welcome to On the Back Hash. Where we sometimes talk about patching of the arts, but the first 34 minutes of the show, we banter, and that's all we do. Oh,
That's why
man.
some of you are here.
Yeah. Gosh, we only been recording for 3 minutes. It feels like 50 already. That noise, I could do.
You haven't ever had to cough up a hairball?
I
Cat owners understand.
Oh man. Oh. All right.
So anyway, congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
Okay, see.
NBA championship.
That ain't my favorite team.
No, it's
I didn't really care who won, but I figured OKC would win.
Yeah.
My team was trash on like game 3 for the rest of the season.
Already eliminated from the playoffs.
Immediately from game 3.
Like, how did you get eliminated in the preseason? Like,
Bruh. We had 2 hot games and then straight downhill from there. How? Then the whole team decided to get hurt. Okay, well, everybody else have fun.
That's the NBA for you, man. Staying healthy.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it. I mean, things could be said about Halliburton getting hurt.
Yeah.
That's his fault, bro.
They're already up like 15 at that point, weren't they?
I thought it was close.
Was it close
No.
at that point? Okay.
They didn't blow it
These
up until the
athletes,
second
man.
half.
If you hurt, quit trying to be Superman. Because it's just like, what's his face from the Celtics? It's like, you're going to wind up injuring yourself to next season.
I blame Jordan in the flu game. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Dropping 59 when he had the flu,
Well, what's the difference between playing hurt and playing injured?
Yeah.
Playing sick.
I did see a funny tweet. Someone put OKC's road to the championship and it had like every team they played and
Yeah, all the
hamstrings.
injured stars.
Every
It
single
was-
one on their hamstring.
It was Ja Morant, then it was Curry, then it was Aaron Gordon,
Yeah.
and then it was Halliburton in the finals.
Man. Opportunities when luck meets preparedness or something like that. That's might have said that wrong.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. That's what he said
So
is right.
luck is when opportunity meets preparedness. That's what it is.
There you go.
That's what it is. So yeah.
Have your stars, but have your next man's ready too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the ticket. And I think Indiana had that, but still, man,
Indiana was deep.
they was deep with. But whew, I think sometimes when your mans go out, man, it does something to you psychologically a little bit. And throws you off your game a little bit, and you can't, man.
There are people that will argue that momentum is not a thing.
Oh,
Those people are stupid. So I'm
The hell?
going to say that because
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Western Kentucky University basketball fan. And
This person who says this is too very avid.
Oh no,
well,
But-
you tell me who that is after we get done with this. And
Yeah.
I'm texting them. 'Cause I bet I know.
you getting cussed out immediately.
I'm doing it right now.
You know-
You thought.
Oh,
He no longer works on our building.
Oh, see,
I'm getting on Xbox right now. I'm messaging him.
oh my.
But yeah, he's an avid. There's no such thing as momentum. Like,
okay.
I don't know what you call it.
Like,
You ever seen runs happen before? That's called momentum.
it'd have been immediate. This conversation needs to end.
We just all kind of look at him like he's stupid when he said it. But yeah. So, all right. This is the week. It is beginning. It's here. Dang it.
It is time.
Yep. Yeah, DCI opening weekend this weekend. So just kind of real quick off script. Hey Zach, you're gonna have to come up with a one to watch this week.
It's pretty easy.
Oh,
I think you got this.
I got it. I got it. All of them.
All right, well there you go. But there has been a few more show announcements. We're going to talk about that real quick. And then I think we're going to talk about storylines that we want to see or that we think might be a thing. And then everybody's favorite, our bold predictions. How stupid can Cedric make his?
Yours is hard to top from last year.
You say go after it. Was I right? No.
No,
Who
you
was
said
mine
BD
last year?
You said BD went middle.
I was close.
Yeah. You were close. Yeah, you were close.
Did any of us get it right?
No.
Or were any of us
Zach?
close?
No, Will did.
No, Will did.
I
Will
did.
had scouts making finals. Yeah, so he was there.
All right. So we're going to knock out these shows.
All right, I'll knock them out real quick. So we've had a couple of prominent world-class scores drop their show announcements. We have 3 that we're going to go through. And I'm sure as we get closer to the weekend, we'll see some more people reveal theirs. But we're going to start first with
Except for Blue Coats,
The Blue
we'll know
Devils.
in 2045.
right. We'll never know that until later on. But Blue Devils dropped their show titled "Variations on a Gathering." Their rep includes "Uninvited" by Alanis Morissette, "Atoms and Molecules" by Dave Glad, sorry, "Cashmere" by John Bonham, Jimmy Page, and Robert Plant, "Quantum Energy Entanglement" by David Glad, "Fuse" by Wick Amicoli, "True Love" by Hans Zimmer, "Terraforming" by David Glad, and "Detached" by Hans Zimmer. Program info says the act of gathering is everywhere. Particles gather into atoms, into molecules, into matter. From the smallest spark of energy to the largest galactic filament, the force of attraction has come together with the mysterious and the magical. In a profound and powerful way, living beings have also gathered and dispersed and gathered again in a cycle of existence. Each gathering, from the boisterous to the contemplative, tells a story, weaving connections among those present and leaving behind echoes of shared moments. So, Blue Devils.
Pretty hype for these Hans Zimmer shows tunes.
This has a little bit of the, I'm going to say this, just when I'm reading this and how this is planned, that Cabaret Voltaire kind of feel, the variation. So I wonder if they're going to like repeat a whole bunch of stuff or like spin or twist on different things. Like it's going to be the same kind of line, but it's going to be like slightly different one way. Then they're going to go back and do it again. Ooh. That'd be cool.
There's lots of ways you can probably take this, which is, I mean, kind of what they're doing. Seems like there's gonna be a lot of, it could be a lot of like isolated instances that grow into a larger group of instances. I mean, Creep completely makes sense with that. You know, you feel like you're alone there, and then you're not. You know. So
I'm kind of hype. I'm low key hype right now for this.
I hate that I'm probably gonna like this.
I don't hate that you're gonna like it.
No, y'all know what I mean. I mean,
I get you.
Give them their flowers, but sheesh.
But this.
Listen, you knew after last year.
No.
Oh yeah, they were going to be mad.
We ain't about to see anybody other than BD get the gold medal for the next 12 years, probably, because they're just mad. Oh, you want to give us third? Here you go.
Y'all thought that was funny, huh?
You want to talk about mothers? You're like, oh god.
So it could be an interesting thing for them this year.
I'm ready.
The video is pretty good trailer.
Mm-hmm. Dude, their productions always are like,
yeah,
stupid.
On top of the line. So.
Somebody in a comment somewhere said, "Hooray for the return of the white props."
Yeah,
that's happening.
And we'll probably see them the next 4 years too.
Yeah, I was like, "Well, here we go."
Exactly. All right, next one we have the Blue Knights have dropped their program titled Drip with a lowercase I. Everything else is capitalized. That might mean something there. Rip includes Flying 101 by Miss Bronx, Drip by Leslie Gilreath, Jeff Osmore, and Tanner Leonardo, main title from Castaway by Alan Silvestri, and Water by Tyla. Program info says a single drop becomes Manning, building from silence into a tidal surge of emotion. Panic rises, then just as suddenly stillness. A calm more powerful than the storm. In that quiet, beauty emerges unexpected, radiant, and unforgettable. Blue Knights are proud to present their 2025 production Drip.
Come on, Blue Knights. Listen, okay, you know what?
Hey, I know water. I know water.
This
or Drift's original because that's their music style.
Yeah, but
that could be interesting.
I so badly want them to do well. I want it back the way
it's gonna be tough.
Conversation. Everybody knows that I want it to go back to like the 2013, 2018 streak.
That's a tough feat for them.
Even if it's not as good as those shows, I want that same. I want the vibe. I want that style. And I hope this. I don't know.
But it's gonna be. I think this is a good. What would be the word? Like maybe like platform, whatever that they need. Like this is a good show, but is the group developed enough? Because that's going to be tough being out of finals to where you used to be, and then going through all the things that they've been through. It's this to me. This is going to come down to the members because it's almost like okay, the staff has laid out something for y'all that could be pretty cool. How are y'all gonna take it? Like, what are they gonna do? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then this to me says, what are the members going to do to get them back in the finals and stuff like that, and make this show the best? I'm interested.
I want to hear this tile on the field. I want to see how they do it.
Already, I need that to be the opener. Just hit me in my face with it straight up, and then do it again in the closer.
All right. And the final one that we have that has announced is Crown with their 2025 program titled The Point of No Return. And boy, that poster is something to behold. I'd say that much right now. So this is on their page. Flow March does not have this. But this is on the Carolina Crowns page here. So I'm just kind of run through this. It says, embark on an epic journey, a quest for humanity's deepest truths where fate and fortune collide and mysterious hidden forces emerge to challenge the soul. As a line between free will and inevitability dissolves, we are drawn into a realm where fate prevails. Then it says, our sweeping narrative unfolds into 5 transformational movements. And they're all based, looks like most of it's based around Carmina Burana. So movement 1 is Fate Appears. Movement 2 is Fate Awakens. Movement 3 is Fate Desires. Movement 4 is Fate Eternal. And movement 5 is Fate Prevails. So most of it's Carmina Burana, different parts of that. Movement 2 has Music for Prague, 1968 by Karol Husa. Then you have Symphony Number 5 in C Sharp Minor, Adagiato by Gustav Mahler, which is going to be movement 4. And then another one that's not Carmina Burana is in movement 5 is Etude Number 13, The Devil's Staircase, by Gregory Legati.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh yeah.
If I remember correctly, the Devil's Staircase is hard AF.
Talking about the piece?
Yes.
I don't know if I've heard it.
You know what they're trying to do?
They're trying to do an Inferno Part 2.
Yep. Exactly what this is.
That's what it sounded like as soon as we started talking about the repertoire.
I'm gonna have
It's
to
almost
see
like
it
they go
because
back.
this doesn't excite me. I'm scared. Like I said earlier, I feel like they've done the same show the last 4 years, or they've all just been so similar. I don't know. I want to be excited about it, but I can't do it yet because I feel like the last 3 years I've gotten excited and then it's been kind of meh.
Any clips that I've seen, I'm like, okay. But
It's not the music that's been the problem. It's been a snooze fest. The music ain't let down. It's the product on the field. The design aspect has been what's been the issue for me.
Now I will say the percussion sounds like it is going to be improved. Is it going to be improved enough to catch up with the other top 4 or 5 lines? 6 lines? 7 lines?
So they just got to be top
It's
6.
gonna
I
be-
mean, that's
it's
what
gonna
I
be-
feel like, and that's hard.
It's going to be tough because it's going to throw them back to the year Crown was having to get hundreds in every single caption just to win the. So if that becomes the case again, I mean, Crown going to wind up falling. That ain't going to work no more. But the smid bit that I've heard does raise my ear because I was like, okay, this is light years from what it was.
I mean, Joe Hobbs is a miracle worker.
Facts. And like facts. And this, I'm sitting here like this is immediately different. So I've already been intrigued. So I don't know. I'm kind of hyped for it. Just because I kind of like the genre kind of stuff and whatever. And I did Crown storytelling and stuff like that, but it does give me some worries. The likeness, because I don't like groups that if they feel like any bit of them is a struggle that they try to latch onto something that was successful for them.
Cabbies.
You know, I mean, it's like, I mean, have scouts. I've said for decades, I was like, dude, I'm so tired. Like, please play something else. Play something that's not similar to what was. It's like, oh, it's okay. I promise y'all. I promise you it will be okay. And it has been. So we gonna see. But I'm hyped, but I'm worried.
Yeah. I think because they're so good, we I think because they're so good, that's where we might use the term boring. It's just what we're used to from them. So it's just like, I think sometimes we just want a different angle from something, or maybe something musically just a step above what they were doing, which is hard to get a step above what they're doing because it's kind of ridiculous what they're doing. But
like
this show more gives me a second chance vibe.
The what?
A second chance, or the grass is always greener, or no? Well, either one of those two shows.
Oh, I thought you meant literally.
Nah, I mean like the
show titles. I was like, a second chance.
When I said it was a snooze fest, I meant more just like the music is fine, like they're doing their thing, but there's nothing happening to get my attention.
No, you're right. You're
Visually,
exactly right.
there's no. I mean, it says they're going to tell a story, but they ain't. I don't know.
That Camelot show was.
I don't know. I am apprehensive. I know I will like it, the music especially, I'm sure, but they're gonna have to do something design-wise to make me really get excited about it.
I guess it's part of whatever you need or what you're looking for into being entertained. Because it's like you're not going to get the same reaction trying to watch The Notebook from watching The Avengers. It's not going to happen. Yeah. So if you're looking to get the same excitement from The Notebook that you would The Avengers, you're probably not going to like it. That's a tough one. You know what I mean? Like, I think last year, they tried to do so much to tell the story. It was so low key that it turned into a snooze fest because they were trying to really make sure this got across, and this guy across. But it wasn't done in a fashion to where it was like, oh, this is action here, this, and oh, this is dramatic drama, blah, blah, blah. What year was it they had the bench out there? I think they won that year, didn't they?
Yeah.
You know the year I'm talking about?
E equals MC squared.
Yeah. And it's like, that's drama a little bit, but it's like something like that. You know, they're gonna have to.
I think these people have just caught up with him from a music standpoint.
And that's a true statement.
it's not as it's still freaking phenomenal, but now more groups are doing it. Like you're always going to appreciate it for what it is. I mean, the running joke is Carolina Crowd plays the best B flat chord ever.
Yeah.
And that's just what they say. Um, but it's almost like you guys are all familiar with the movie Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You take that cast. You never seen Ocean's 11?
No.
You're missing out.
Ain't no way Cedric seen it. You ain't.
That's I was about to say that.
Like, said watching a movie. I mean, that's
What?
Listen, two movie sets that I love: the Ocean series, 11, 12, and 13, and the original Ocean's 11 is good with Sammy Davis Jr. and Will Sinatra. Yeah, I've those four. I love those movies. And another set of movies. I know we get the sidetrack, but still, the Now You See Me movies.
A new one's coming out,
and a new one's coming out, and they put the first two on Netflix.
Yep.
But anyway, you take that cast, but then you make them like the news anchors for a news channel. Like you have all this talent, but this is what you're using it for. And I think we kind of used to say the same thing about Blue Devils. Like, man, they got all of this stuff, man. This go. Now I think they're going out. Now I think they're saying, okay, let's go out and let's do this. So while Crown makes it look easy, I think it's the emotional component. Honestly, we got to make it feel something. Like I would always appreciate the excellence execution that the Crown has, but you got to make me feel something. You have to.
Sometimes you get lost in that because you want it to be so precise. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You want it to be so clean, so perfect, so that you lose that element for that, and then that in turn can not necessarily make somebody hate it, but they just don't find that connection, so it makes them feel like they hate it. You
connection
know what I mean?
Is the word. That's the word. There it is. You think about last year, Blue Coats connected to the crowd, Boston connected to the crowd, Blue Devils connected to the crowd, Phantom connected to the crowd, Commanders connected to the crowd. I cannot sing any part of Crime Show from last year.
Just sing a B flat chord.
I can't do it. And like this rep is great rep, but it's not rep that I want to hear. Like I love it. It's cool. Commander Brown is awesome. Old Fortuna is going to be the jam.
It's almost like they picked something that they thought that they could make a powerhouse chord from. They're gonna play it.
It's gonna be. Listen, it's gonna be raw. It's gonna be energetic. It's gonna be clean. It's gonna be all the things that you want. But is it gonna connect to that person in the audience? That's the thing.
I think with it being a darker show or darker turn, I think it will connect to more audiences for more they've done in the past, like last couple seasons. Heck, I even think the one after Inferno, what was the name of that show? They played Roxanne and all that.
Relentless.
Yeah, like that was a great show. Like it connected with people, like played with Raw, and I think that's what people want from Crown is that rawness. But like you were saying, like they play phenomenally, but everyone caught up with them, and it's an endurance thing now. Those top 5 cores can play just as much as they do, just like they do. But then they have other elements that are better than Crown, and that's why they're getting, stepped over. Boston with their, their percussion, and Blue Devils with their GE, and you're getting these other groups, and now you got Phantom who's starting to play like Crown. They're starting to get more of that. Like I said, he always talks about the athleticness of their book is getting there, and that's why you're seeing them catch up with Crown. Right, Mandarin, same thing. You know what I mean? Like so, like you're on the point with that whole idea of that. People caught up with them, and just people are doing other things that were better than them in the past. Now it's equal, and they're getting stepped over.
Because here's the thing: you give Crown Phantom show from last year.
We seen a difference. BD would have been 4th. You said would have been right.
Yeah,
because somebody would have been knocked out that 3rd, top 3.
So
that's why there's 3 levels to drum corps. I mean, like it's a production. It has to be a production, and they've been lacking that the last few years.
You know, teach their own. Obviously, I'm just to the point. It's like, bro, I'll take performance and creativity and a performance over all of this stuff because I've seen it so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it. I done seen the clean. I done seen the hard book. I done seen her read. I've even played it. I've played book from Boston and I've made videos from these books. So now I'm just at a point. It's like, man, entertain me. What you gonna put out there that's gonna make me be like, okay, and now I hate you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because this is amazing. Like,
because like
give me that.
The thing that I like about Blue Coats in Boston is not Boston. I do like Boston. The thing I like about Blue Coats and Blue Devils is yes, they do all the technical jargon, but then it's style. It's style. They play. It's not. They play music that people don't want to play because syncopation and like style and stuff like that's difficult,
tough, bro.
And people, there's a reason why. I talk about this in high school. There's a reason why high school bands don't play jazz on the marching band field because it's hard. It's hard to get all those kids to think that way.
Correctly.
It's hard. So like, people may be like, I don't. How are BD and Blue Coats always at the top? Well, they're at that style element is another chip of difficulty that they have above anybody else. Boston is the new cadets. Honestly, they do not. They are not afraid of velocity.
No,
in the feet or in the notes. So they will run and gun you to death, and it's going to be super hip and it's going to be super cool. So you got these things that are adding elements of difficulty to what's happening. So, Crown's niche, everybody's doing that. They're gonna have to carve out something else for themselves now, or be better at it than the other ones.
That's
hard to do now.
That's gonna be tough.
That's hard to do.
They just need to take a leap of faith and do something that is not even in their element.
Yeah. And this could be it. It's just going to be hard. It's going to be hard to do that with this particular lead unless they reimagine it.
It's going to be tough. That arrangement.
I think they will too. I definitely think they are going to. Like,
them arrangements going to have to be nasty.
But as I'm saying, there's going to be a lot of arranging.
So,
I know they can, but they got to do it.
Yeah. So.
All right, well, 30 minutes later, here we go.
Yeah.
Welcome to All the Back Cast, where changes happen. And
yeah. we do the things.
Yeah.
All right. So, is that it? Is that all of them?
That's all we have. Yeah. So, that's all the show announcements we have.
So, I think we got most everybody's.
We're missing Phantom, Cavies, Blue Coats,
Blue Stars,
Colts. Which one of our viewers was talking about them, saying aggressive was the tone, which I'm all for it. I want to see what it's going to sound like, but
so a few more still need to be announced, and some of them may just wait to do it this weekend.
Yeah, it's probably what's going to happen. If it ain't out now, it'll be out whenever they do their first show. I would think.
So yeah, so lots of stuff happening. All right. I think next we're going to talk about maybe some storylines that we may think will be a thing throughout the season. Maybe a storyline we want to see that happens throughout the season. I don't know. So
something we're interested in and looking at throughout the whole time.
So a real quick one for me. I'm interested in the bounce back. I want to see what BD looks and sounds like now. After this, I've heard from some things that they sound a little bit different. It's kind of a new sound for Blue Devils. So I'm interested to see what this bounce back. I mean, I would say it's going to be strong um, for them. But,
It's
we'll
so
see.
funny that we talk about bounce back and
They just
they're
finished
third.
third, yeah.
Yeah, like it's just crazy. It's
Well,
how dominant they've been, man.
yeah, that just goes to the excellence of that organization. just to, so they are really a group that they never rebuild, they reload.
Yeah.
So that's a quick one for me. We'll just kind of get it started.
I'll go. I guess my question going into the season is, can Phantom keep up the momentum? Is this going to be like a hangover season for them? Because they were really strong last year, and can they keep it up, or is this going to be like a little bit of a slump? Riding the high from last season, and how are they going to keep up that momentum that they gained?
Phantom feel like, I hate to throw WGI in it, but they feel like infinity to me. Like they can, like it's almost not so much like they need to beat what they did last year,
Mm-hmm.
but because they have this thing in their pocket and it's keeping them afloat a little bit. You know what I mean? And then they can surprise you out of nowhere, right?
I think their biggest thing is just going to be, can they keep the momentum? Like we talk often many times. We kind of mentioned this last week with Pacific Crest. Do you have enough in the tank to keep it growing? Because I think that happened to Phantom a couple years ago with I can't remember the name of that show off the top of my head.
Genesis,
Yes,
Exogenesis.
yes, like
Yeah.
that show, man, phenomenal show, but it just lost steam. It just and last year they kind of kept that up. So I think Zach, that's a really good one because like, will they do it or not? That's a big thing. Can
'Cause
they
they were
break
what?
through?
What were they? Were they fourth last
The
year?
fourth
They were
last year.
fifth. They were
Fourth.
fourth last year.
The
Yeah,
fourth.
yeah.
Yeah, because you got, I mean, Crown's trying to do something. Vanguard's, they're going to be in the conversation. But then, yeah, I don't want to get into maybe somebody else's storyline, so I'll stop.
What's the
Who wants to go next?
storyline?
Me, Will. Will, you want to go?
I don't even know what y'all are doing.
All right.
I'm literally just on the cash right now.
He's just hanging out. He's just hanging out, guys. All right, I'll go.
Somewhere in Atlanta.
My is a little bit, I don't know. It's kind of a conglomerate of a bunch of cores together. But what is that 12th spot going to look like this year? So for me, that's what I want to know is who's it going to be? Honestly, to be honest with you, and go even further, what's that 10th through 12th going to look like? Because, to be honest with you, I'm kind of worried about Troopers with it having what it takes to maintain. You've got Blue Knights that has an interesting show this year. You have the Scouts that are there. You have the Cabbies, which who would have thought they would have been where they were, now you've got, Crossmen in that mix. So like what is that 12th spot going to look like for this coming year? And how's it going to kind of all shake out at the end? That's kind of what I'm wanting to see.
There's a lot of them down there, man. Like,
I think it's going to be tough again because I'm not saying Troopers RBD, but they kind of have this thing where where the show don't have to be interesting, but they gonna play it right. It's gonna do enough to where the judges got to give it to them because they doing the sheet, they doing what's required, even if the show is kind of like, because this it got them 10th. I don't want to say they just gonna drop out like Blue Knights, they got some work to do. It's gonna be tough. Now, for one, I still want my Scouts to be in it again, but I knew what it took last year, and if they didn't fix those things, then they're not gonna see it. They're gonna be knocked out real quick. Because I think I heard some, or not heard, but I looked at some stuff from Crossman too, and they kind of got some interesting things going on. So that bottom list, man, and who was it? Who was it that started out hot last year? And was
Pacific
it
Crest.
Pacific?
Crest, yeah.
Pacific, yeah.
That's another group. Yeah, I didn't yeah.
Yeah. You know, and they like the sleeper group. It's like, bro, where did y'all come from?
They're going to break through at some point.
At some point, and it's not, and it's inevitable because that's a hungry group, and they've been showing it. And it's like what y'all been saying, kind of like with Phantom. It's like, are they going to taper off at some point during the season? That's going to wind up keeping them out, or can they finally find that niche that gives them another level to boost it? Because if they find that niche, it's a wrap. You can go ahead and even put them in 12th or 11th. They making it, and I think that's program history.
The good thing about Pacific Crest is they're consistent across the board.
That's what you got to have,
and
you got to have it.
So that's, if you look through your 10 through 14. So we're talking about Troopers, Cavies, Scouts, Pacific Crest, Crossman. Because Colts were 9th last year, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're looking at those 4 or 5 cores. It's who can keep their. I mean, it's obviously math, so yes, this is going to make sense. But who can keep their core close to the Mendoza line of 12 without having an outlier below 13 or 14? You know, I mean, Madison got in, but that perk did not help them at all last year.
On the needle level.
But the thing is, they had, I don't know if it was their music or something was in it. It was like 8th or something like that.
Their music was nice.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what got them through it. And the color guard, I think, boosted a little bit because that's the best I've seen the color guard in a long time. But that so, I'm not even as hyped this year, and I'm gonna say it. I'm not. They're gonna have to prove it.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to prove it.
Which, I mean, it's a good reminder for folks who watch DCI and be like, "Well, how did this group?" It's a total package. So yes, its effect is 40%, but you gotta play like, and all your sections have to be strong. Because if you have a weak one, especially if you're in a cluster, and like 10 through 15, 10 through 14 cluster, 1 through 4, 5, dare I say 6 or 7 cluster. Like if you have a weak section, and I'll use those terms lightly, you know, if you have a weak section, you know, if you're drawing for gold, you better not have no section outside of the top 3.
Yep.
That part, and that's tough.
You know,
that's tough.
If you're trying to finish in the top 6, you better not have no caption lower than 8, 7 or 8. So that's the thing. So you have to look at and that's hard. That's hard for, you know, all of us. I mean, you know, me and Will, we're perk guys. I mean, our ears tend to go towards there. You guys are brass guys, visual guys. Like, we tend to look at just one thing. Like, this was awesome, but then like, well, no, but the color guard dropped 37 tosses. I'm like, oh dang, I didn't see that. You know, so
that's why I mentioned the color guard.
And it's the what and the how too. Improvement. You know, it's a what and how too. You know, you could say, well, Blue Stars plays just as clean as Phantom did. Yeah, but Blue Stars didn't play nowhere near as many notes as Phantom did.
No,
you know, so it's not only how you do it, but the what has to be included in that too. So it's a lot to consider.
Yeah,
a lot to consider. So Will, if you haven't figured it out yet, we're just talking about things we wonder about, like, you know.
Well, I guess I'll say this. It's similar to some when y'all said. I'm really curious to see what Vanguard will do since they've been back. I think their comeback their "Hello, We're Back" was nice. I enjoyed the show. It was actually kind of brilliantly designed to me.
Yep.
That 6 hurts seeing them down there, but it would be really interesting to see because it's almost like they left the stamp to everybody with the perk and be like, hey, don't forget about us. Because ain't nobody had y'all's percussion winning this year. I'm just throwing that out there. And listen, and I'm a Vanguard perk fan favorite, bro. And listen, I didn't expect it.
It took a second. It took them a minute to come around.
Because y'all was going back and forth for a while. And being back now and hadn't got their foot back in, what are they gonna do? Like, what y'all gonna give us now? Like, I need like Scheherazade 2000. Like,
I mean,
I'm all about that.
their names
like,
in the show.
that would be.
So
You know?
that's
who I'm
that's
gonna
a
be
good
looking
point
for.
too.
Yeah.
Because it's even with a year off. I'm sure they thought they were shooting for top 4 or 3. So I think that gave them a really good litmus test of like, okay, this is where everybody is now. Let's adjust, realign, and get this figured out and get this ship,
Because think about it.
fully running again.
Yeah. Because think about it. It's like, think about when they won. And then the years after, and then the year they were out, and now to this year. It's tough, dog. Stay up there. And it's like, it's only one group that stays up there. And everybody else is just flip-flopping. It don't make no sense.
It's a lot.
You can hate to say it, but I mean, BD is the GOAT of DCI, bro. It's so annoying. It's like,
Not annoying.
it's like y'all the GOATs of this joint, man. It's like,
Can't y'all go somewhere else?
it's like, God,
You don't want that.
Take a year off.
Jesus, they take a year off and then no one would ever win
Like,
when they come
let
back.
someone else play.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing. I think
They're so
like I said,
good, man. They got some snippets of the battery.
Yeah, it's.
I don't like it. I'm not okay because it's fire already, man. It's like, God, why are y'all so angry at everybody?
You be angry too.
It's so good, man. Like, BD, I like these notes.
So it's gonna be refreshing to hear some fresh from some groups.
Because they sound different too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The battery sound different. And I'm sitting here like, if y'all just found another universe.
Listen,
If y'all just found
No.
KOK times 1,000.
they in another multiverse there.
the first time one of them instant transmission on the field to a side, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm walking out the
With the
stadium.
entire
You know what?
pageant
Pretty good
run,
all
guys.
together.
Yeah, looks like that's the end of the podcast.
Taking the shirt off right now.
And Lucas Oil is gone?
Just no more. Because they be the ones to figure it out. Like, you just. What? No. Okay. You know
They
what?
be the ones that do a DBZ show too.
Mhm.
First now. I'm immediately walking out the stadium. I am not.
Don't. Don't.
I am not getting commanded by the entire BD.
They have the field commander on the podium with a cape on.
Doing a goddamn spirit bomb on everybody. No.
Stop.
You got 11 minutes to create a whole spirit bomb, and I'm not doing it.
It'd be like Bones, like how someone out in the stadium just have their hands up the whole time. Like,
Feed us your energy.
man.
Sitting in the audience, like, why am I getting tired?
Right.
Put your hands up.
Let me see. Oh my gosh.
Make freaking Shinron appear on the 15th.
How y'all find these
I'm for real walking out. I'm like, nah.
Dude, it would be really cool. Side note.
Each show they have one Dragon Ball. By the time they get
They
the
add
finals,
one.
they have all of them.
And then they'll
It's
bring
like,
back
see,
I wish.
I knew this was happening. I'm not going in that stadium. They wishing for something.
Mm-mm.
They
He
bring it
appears,
back.
blows the whole dome roof off.
See.
Come on now.
Oh my goodness.
BD, y'all
And
gonna pay for this?
in place 12th through 1st,
How you win all
the
of it?
flute. You win every place.
Each section gets their own spot. They don't even judge the other groups. They judge
In
each
12th
section of
And
BD.
in 10th place, the rack from Blue Devils.
Yeah.
Side
Like
one
that.
rack.
In 12th
Side
place.
one.
The alternates from Blue
Not,
Devils
not the alternates, bitch. We didn't even watch.
with a score of 99.35.
13th place, just missing finals. The food truck crew.
The volunteer moms.
0.050.
Wow.
A whole core.
God dang. And you know the trumpet's gonna win. Sopranos winning.
That's right.
They're gonna win the
That's
whole
right.
show.
Oh God! Don't.
Right.
Blue Coat's still gonna get 7.
Ain't had the show without us.
Blue Coast is the only group up there that's still placed. They just looking at them.
But how did you? Everybody else on the phone like, how? What is? Why are we here? What is?
Like, how did the sewing machine win best color guard?
Right. I mean, if you think about it.
I mean, it makes sense. Come on. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So, any other storylines? I mean, I listen. I the battle for top 3 is going to be insane. I think.
Yeah.
I you know, I think it's.
I don't
Gonna be
think
insane.
nobody's gonna let anybody.
I think what
create a
honorable
gap
mention.
anymore.
Honorable mention. What are Spartans gonna do?
Good one. Good one.
If you're not familiar, Spartans is going to be on like a split tour. So they're going to spend half of the season as a world class core and then half the season as an open class core as part of their transition into world class full time. So how they stack up with the world class groups is going to be interesting. That's a great pull, Zach. Great pull. You can be proud of yourself. It's okay
He'll
to
be
smile.
here all season.
It's okay to smile. That's all right.
Boy, if they beat Spirit,
Zach's never here. I'm proud of him, so that he's gonna remember this moment.
Hold on, I gotta write that down.
Oh,
Dear diary.
June
Today-
22nd.
Today, I was told that they were proud of me.
I mean,
Let's do the fun stuff.
all right.
Let's do it.
Bacon or sausage? No,
made bacon today.
Y'all know
Yeah,
how
I
much
saw
bacon
you-
I
I saw
last
your
day of school I
pancakes.
made?
Pancakes was fine.
oh yeah, you made breakfast.
I did.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, it's bold prediction time. This is the time where we say
Yeah.
things and look really, really dumb, except for Will last year. You know, I was super close. What was y'all's 2 last year?
Mine was Spirit would make finals.
Uh,
So
I think mine was right. I think I said that Cavaliers wouldn't make top 10.
no, you said 12, didn't you?
I think he said 10. Zach's bold, but he ain't that bold.
I don't know.
What did they make? They
11.
They're 11th.
we're gonna have to go through the archives,
So.
find out what I said last
And I
year.
feel like I went first the past 2 years. So I'm not going first.
I'll go first. I got one ready to go. I think that Vanguard will medal this year.
Ooh,
Wow.
that is bold.
Yeah.
I like it.
I would love to see it.
I like it already.
I would love to see it.
Now, who they knock out, I have no idea because I don't know, but I want to see it. That's probably a dumb pick, but I won't. That's my bonus player.
Will, you holding what you just said, or you?
I didn't think anybody heard it.
Will? No, I heard it.
Oh, I heard it,
Okay, I was right. I said that the Cavaliers would be out of the top 10 last
There
year.
you go.
and they were. All right,
And
so-
Sed's was Boston will win gold.
oh, well, I was still close.
Yep.
Boston BD was the year before that.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
I was close on the Boston winning gold though. But God, they were Blue Coats were undeniable last year.
Dude,
Undeniable last
they
year.
came out and just smacked people, dude. There's no way.
Jesus. Like, you don't want change? We're gonna write a show about change. And I'm done. All right. Who saw it first? One of us saw it
I
first.
I was the one that told y'all.
And you was like,
Mm-hmm.
dog,
I
the
said
first
off the
note.
first
And I
note.
Yep.
and
And none
you
of y'all
know,
believe me. And I
and
said,
we
like, okay.
well, we say that all the time as a joke. I'm like, man, you're gonna be pissed off at the first note. No, literally.
No,
Literally. It took one note.
Oh,
One
man.
line. I said, these motherfuckers really hit one note. I almost turned my TV off. I was like, oh, well.
If you had them good speakers on, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna turn this on. And my house is gone.
Immediately had the police called on me.
It is gone. They ought to do it again this year.
That'd be amazing.
Let's play that.
No, they're gonna start with a silent flag feature again. Just
That
gonna
would be
start
funny.
the whole first 3 minutes of the show.
God, jeez.
All right, who's next?
It'd be funny if they ended the show with one bump.
Like they did last year. Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Okay, I'll
Zach?
go.
All
I'll
right.
go. Pacific Crest makes finals.
Woo!
So you think this is the year they break it?
That's a
They
stretch.
break the mold this year. Oh man.
Who are they knocking out?
That's a good question.
Sorry, Will.
I mean, that's the logical choice.
Probably Scouts.
Oh man, it's gonna be
Love
bold.
you.
All right.
Now, what you thinking, said?
What am I thinking?
Mm-mm.
What am I thinking?
Either it's because someone's not meddling. I
Nope.
think is where no. Okay.
Nope.
Someone
He's
is
probably
meddling.
thinking something like BD gonna sweep all captions or something.
Brady's gonna break the record.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Damn it.
God.
Dang.
Dang. No.
I mean, I've been wrong both 2 years, so you're safe.
That's plausible, though.
They're gonna break the record this year.
Stop.
Now here's the thing. That doesn't mean they're gonna win, as we saw
No.
in indoor this year.
Oh, stop it. Stop the
Right.
count.
As we saw in indoor this year.
If that happens in both WGI and DCI,
I'm calling. No, somebody got the
calling.
answer.
somebody,
No, somebody-
somebody.
Uh-uh.
Which y'all ain't finna do.
Mm-mm. All the judges on both sides fired. Everybody. We're not finna do this.
But that's a bold prediction. What I really think is going to happen, I think scores are going to be a little bit lower this year. I think those top three are going to be so good that you're going to have to leave room, and they're going to leave room.
They're going to hold them back. They
I
got
think they're going
to.
to hold some. I think they're going to hold
They
some.
got
numbers
to,
back.
bro.
Yeah.
I think they
I mean,
know
you're
it's
talking,
finna be
what
heat
was it
coming.
last year? 10 of the 12 were in the 90s or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, but I would not be surprised at all by that.
All right, William.
Do it.
Do
Do
it.
it. Do
Do
it.
it.
Do
I kind of
it.
took all the good ones.
Rufio. Rufio.
He wanted to say it. I know it. He wants to say it. Say it. Do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Say it with your chest.
I'm just gonna go with I'm putting Scouts back in 5.
So you want
So to hell with your Pacific Chris.
See,
What
I
if
was,
both of them?
see, I was gonna say Madison finishes in top 10.
I see. I kind of
See?
wanted to.
See, you
but
wanted to say it.
I'm too scared
Mm.
because I just don't know if they can outplay Troopers in them. They're not going to outplay that battery because you already know who gets down with that.
Yeah, because Troopers Battery was up there last year.
They played notes. I like Troopers Battery's notes.
Well,
Mandarins
see,
had my most fun played book.
well, that book's about to
That
be,
book was fun. No, I've already been watching them videos.
They about to be different.
They finna be diff. But I think Scouts has found a sound and a style and a little groove, and they're gonna ride it for a little bit. And it's gonna make what y'all said 10, 14.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make all that stay on their toes all season. And that's going to be a fun battleground right there in that tier.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we say this almost every year so far we've done this podcast, but that's where it's fun to watch.
It is. That's my favorite spot right now. It's like I'm going to be still rooting and shocked for that top. What 8 now?
Right.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even if you,
to know who gets to do it on the main stage. The last night, that's the fun one.
Yeah, there's like little pods of like 4 and 5 groups apiece that have all got a very interesting appeal to that. You know, I mean, because you're even looking at, 4 through 6 or 7, Vanguard, Crown, Phantom, Mandarins. What? I mean. Like I said, can Phantom keep up the momentum? Are Mandarins going to keep climbing? Is Crown going to have something figured out? Are they going to be down? Are they going to be out of the top 5 for the first time since what?
It's been a minute.
08?
Whatever year? I don't know. Somebody do the research on that. When's the last time Crown was out of the top 5?
I'm on it, Rose.
I also think, throw in there like Cabbies is a big wild card. Like huge wild card. Like, do they swing back to where we're used to seeing them? If they do that, man, that throws a wrench in the whole situation, dude. Like with that, or are they back down there battling for that bottom? Like
they gonna have to come out not like Phantom, but they're gonna have to have something that's gonna be wow to the eye like Phantom to get. Because think about where they used to be, to where they sat for a while, to where they are now.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
They're flirting with disaster.
They're
top 11th.
Yeah,
because Troopers
get
maybe
lost in the shuffle.
Troopers maybe, but you're not gonna convince me that Cold Stars and Mandarins are gonna sit here and just let Cabbies do it.
Yeah,
they're not finna just sit here and let y'all do it. So getting back. To me, they got to come out with something Phantom-ish. Not like I keep saying Phantom, but I don't want them to be Phantom. But they're gonna have something that's gonna be like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna have to do that, and they're gonna have to have some help from somebody else. Somebody gonna have a down year.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna have to slip up. Man.
Because otherwise, I was gonna add to my prediction. I was like, not only Madison makes it, but they beat Cabbies.
Yeah, I see Cabbies either being 11th or like 5th. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like they're like they're so just everywhere.
Like
that's
the
last time
be like that.
random, well, not random, but to answer Zach's question, the last time Crown finished in outside of the top 5 was in 2007.
Well, you're close. You said
Dang.
08. Yeah.
08, they were 4th.
That's crazy.
Mm.
So, but yeah, that's the thing with cabbies. Like, it's either going to be really, really good, or they are in trouble.
It should have happened this year.
I mean, yeah,
It should have happened this year.
Shh.
I'm like, y'all couldn't look at the Mellows or somebody one more time just to get that one extra 0.5. Give them a 0.6. That's all they needed.
So, yeah. I think they got some stuff out. I think some people put some stuff out for them.
I think I saw a uniform. They got some stuff on YouTube, like some season, I don't know, camp stuff.
Mm.
I think they got 2 videos out.
But yeah, be cool to see Blue Stars. I don't know. I don't know. Blue Stars is just, they're just there. They're just, we're gonna make
They're
finals.
just consistent enough to be out of the conversation of that. Are they going to slip out?
Yeah.
They're not going to make waves and knock somebody out of a spot. Rarely. What was it? Was it the War and Peace show that they were kind of what were they top 6 then?
That was our big show.
I mean, and
Bringing
then
out, yeah.
I thought
yeah.
it wasn't even a favorite of mine. I just knew that they played the mess out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a specific part in that show that I really like, but I can't remember what it was. I was just like,
I think I had Chris explain something, like with a cannon maybe, or some part where they were like faced off.
oh, the part when they went to war and the groups were in 2 different colors and on each side.
There was a lot of
And then
little
them going off
details
to
in there.
war. Yeah, like leaving all
There's
the
a lot of
female
cool. Yep.
line. Yeah, that was really cool.
A lot of thought. They put a lot of thought into their show. They do a lot of things right.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, just kind of just going through stuff in my head. I'm really looking forward to seeing Blue Coats in Boston and just seeing how all that stuff stack up. Everything that I hear about Phantom it's incredible. We had, of course, they were in our state, so a lot of folks went to the preview night and said they really like what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. If I have question marks, it's just because I don't know how it's going to work with them. It would be Vanguard and Crown. Those are my question marks. I think Colts have started to figure some things out. I think Colts and Troopers have this nice little rivalry going. With Midwest, Iowa versus Wyoming.
Well, they came back to finals together, didn't they? The year they both in was the first time they've been back in so many years. Or am I thinking wrong?
I think Colts
Colts
has
was
been
already
consistently there.
Wasn't Colts already in it?
I feel like
No. Colts Troopers broke in.
Are you sure? I thought they got in the same year because Colts was
Troopers broke in a year earlier, I think.
I just remember the announcer making a big deal when Troopers came back.
Yeah.
Like,
because when Troopers made it, it had been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just like, oh my God, they're back. I'm kind of looking through here for Colts.
Okay. They made it to finals in 22 with that Silk Road show. That was the first time they'd been in finals since '07.
Oh yeah, looking at it.
Is that the same year as Troopers? Or a different year?
Um, I, I want to say Troopers were a year before them when they broke in, but that could be a lie.
Because it was that Greed show, right? That got them in.
Yeah. Let's see. No, you're right. It's the same year, 22, and that was the first time they'd been in finals since '09.
I thought I remember them making an announcement
I
for both of
didn't.
them that year.
I just remembered the Troopers one. I think he
Yeah.
made it more.
They made a huge deal
announced.
Because
about
they were the
Troopers.
first. They were the
Yeah.
first Quran too. So I think that's why
That's
a lot of
probably
people were
why.
hype about it. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Coastal seems like those one of those coaches that has always been in finals.
I thought so.
I guess not.
Well, I think they had, for a while, they were on a streak where they were.
They had some stretches. They had a good stretch when they were in, and then they had a stretch when they were out.
Yeah, and then the '90s, they were pretty consistent. Early 2000s, they were out all the way up to 22.
So, but yeah. Any other predictions? Or are y'all just want to waiting for our finals predictions? Like,
yeah,
we're
it's like
gonna say Seattle Cascades gonna win drums. Am I gonna say
Hell
that?
yeah.
All right, there you go.
Washington's own.
Oh man, that happened. I really
Man, I'm done with band completely.
Vanguard's percussion section like, we're gonna play for you guys, okay?
Just give us your uniforms.
Just give me your stuff.
What size do you
Band's
wear?
like what the, wait a minute.
They're
Yeah.
so mad at finals, bro.
The front ensemble gets up there and they're like, "Is this all y'all have?
Is this it?
Where? They're not. Where's the
Where's
fifth
this-
octave?
Oh my God.
Yeah, where's the fourth one? I don't know.
you guys all have glockenspiels. That's all you have.
What do you mean I don't have an amp?
Why is there a carry on it?
Oh man!
All right, Zach, what's our one to watch?
Yeah.
All of them.
All right, well, there you go.
All of them. You got premiere shows. You got, I don't know. I guess the more intriguing, other than just everybody premiering their stuff on Flow, I guess is that Drums Along the Rockies.
Blue Devils in Boston.
Yeah, Boston and BD going at it
Mhm.
early on like that.
Mm.
That's gonna tell us a lot. I feel like.
And you got Colts, Troopers, and Blue Knights all there too.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
So
Oh no.
Yeah.
see where Blue Knights line up very early on.
Yeah.
That's on
But I mean-
Saturday, right? Yeah.
Even the tour preview on Friday. You're gonna see Cavies and Crown and Phantom. Those three. So we're gonna find out if Cavies are gonna climb any spots or if they're in trouble, like you said. And then Phantom and Crown, what's gonna happen between those two?
And for those that kind of don't know, this year the tour preview is legit a preview show. It will not be scored. So I know years past our first show is scored, but it will not be scored this year. So they'll be waiting at the end, like, where's the numbers? There are no numbers for that show. But
I don't think I knew that.
I read it somewhere. It is fundamental. But yeah, so go ahead.
Sorry, are they not streaming the Blue Coats thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about this last week.
Right.
Because I thought it was going to run over the Rockies thing, but it's not.
I guess it's just not on DCI's page.
No, it
No.
won't be there. No.
Okay, all right. That's
That
why
is
I'm looking. So
That's a Flow Marketing exclusive. So,
dude,
so
we're
yes,
so close.
yeah, we're there. I mean,
Can't wait.
yeah. By the time you see this, it'll be 2 nights.
Mhm.
We don't have Drum Corps. 2 more sleeps.
That's right.
So there may be a live on one of those shows, possibly.
Maybe we could do a live reactions. If not a live stream. After it's over, we can share some quick thoughts.
Yeah, we'll do
I'll
something.
say my anniversary with my lovely wife is on Saturday, so maybe we'll pull an old senior citizen and eat dinner at like 4:30.
Early bird special.
And that way we
Yeah.
can get back.
So if that's something you want to see, put it in the comments. And we'll say, hey, we'll do one of the shows and do that. Because I think you guys seem to like that. We usually have a lot of people come through,
Yeah,
and holler at us and give us it's just a fun time. It's just a fun time. First read on a lot of shows, so it'd be really cool. So keep your eye and ear out for that. And where can you keep your eye and your ear out for that? On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
so smooth. Gosh, like one of your pies just smooth.
That was, I mean, the segue was uncanny.
Man.
Listen, man. I'm telling you, if this teacher thing don't work out, which, I mean, I'm almost done with it. But
I think it's worked out pretty well. Said I don't know, but
Right.
yeah, I'll do all right. But anyway, so yeah, leave a comment, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We got some stuff coming. There'll still be some perk stuff going on too. Me and Will's got some videos we saw, and we talk about that too. So, and like I said, when we do these, we're gonna try to get some other folks in, try to get a guard person in here, maybe somebody that specializes in visual design or just design in general, in throughout the season. So. Keep your ear out. Don't forget, I've said it the last couple episodes. I need to start saying it at the beginning of episodes too. We reach 500 subs before finals. We're going to get you some gear.
yes,
We're going to make some gear. Get you a shirt or something. I don't know. But just say thanks for that. Because, hey, it's cool. So, we enjoy doing it. It's been cool. We're all geeking out right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's William's geek out face right now.
yeah.
Well, I did the BYOB thing for you
He did.
for Madison last week.
Yeah.
About them. Yes. So I hooked you up. That's good. Also, Kitty's prediction. You ready?
Hairball.
He likes Boom.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
He likes Boom. He's like, I didn't ask to be on camera. I just want people to hear me.
Literally.
So, all right. Well, fellas, y'all got anything else?
Nope. See y'all.
In a couple days.
Yeah.
For Zach, Will, and Chris, my name is Ted. This has been another episode on the Backhash. Guys, go out, get your floor marching if you ain't got it, or go to a show, buy a t-shirt, do all the things. All right? We'll talk to you guys really soon. DCI's here, baby.
Yeah.
He's here. And we are Dutch.
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 Out.
Out.
Oh.
OKC.